to mid, making sure that space is still gained as well. You can see it's going for a bit of a split now into Art. Held down for the time being, but the players up close and personal. Yeah, this is going to be a battle being taken. Smoggy, you're getting 3 in the mix. That is just unheard of. They've already locked down just the one extremity. There will not be a spike being planted, not just yet. So you're right, Josh.
10
seconds openings
though.
here. It all comes down to this fight that might be about to be taken.
He's got players all over him, and the reposition from nobody, it's so clean.
Sidestep, now to Util. Slow being sent through, a bit of a jiggle peek, but that was a jump peek from Forsaken.
He's so aggressive.
Shot still being found, and yeah, CHICHOO is going to be unrelenting with the positionings that he's taking. He's going to make sure that he's punishing you. You don't expect those risky plays. Every game, though, these guys are on top of it all.
Yeah, already on the flank, managing to get past the trademark as well, and CHICHOO's picking them off.
I mean, an absurd performance. Absolutely absurd.
Nightfall off the rip to start. Didn't catch nobody.
Flash over the top. Nobody's not supported with it, though. It just about fades away. Still Smoggy wants to take the fight. In fact, they're being backed up. CHICHOO with the spray down. He's grabbing 2. Benkai eventually removing him from the fight, but a bit of timing. Game of cat and mouse around the smokes. Forsaken takes away CHICHOO, removes him from the fight. Benkai playing so far back here. That's haunted to the back, trying to spray through this one. He's already got half. Haodong's just going to be sticking this one, and he's got the round. Ball, device, position is known. It has to chicken now. What a flick.
What is that?
Goodbye, mindfreak. That's a slow field drop down, of course. Nerfed in the patch they were playing out of champs, but I mean, CHICHOO's making the agent just look absolutely unbelievable still. Punished in the end, though. Slowly walking forward. There isn't going to be a swing just there. Damage! Oh, it's done. Resurrect is online. A bit of consideration before he lets it loose, but now down to that 2v1. Just trying to make sure he gets those stray bullets off. If he gets even 1 kill. Smoke laid down, sprays it through. 9 left in the clip, but eventually shut down and fight. But now the Util dump onto the A side. Players working their way through. The boombot, the Prowler, the Horn being broken down as well. It's going to be that 1-for-1 at the end of the day. Fight has been taken all over the place. Spike is still going to get planted now onto the A side. Forsaken making sure that just slight angle over the wall.
This is an aim-labs workout.
One.
You're kidding me.
Another. The bullet's just being spammed out. Bit of distraction, no time for Haodong to work his way into the back of the site. Somehow gets away with 2, but only just now is the wall being broken. Late lurk there through Art.
The question is, which do EDG commit to? Do they stop the site hit or the lurk?
Forsaken's just going to be taking a fight right to them once more. The flank's going to be shut down. It's going to be a resurrect in play. Benkai's making sure that he shuts that down, holds it down still. It's going to be the spike. Has to get planted now with 11 seconds onto the clock, and mindfreak was capable as well of watching just a deeper position that was being pushed up on.
Vice position given away, and CHICHOO with the trade early.
Lovely shot as well, positioning gained.
Some of that momentum taken away.
Pull, stars in play. Oh, it's an entire cluster of bodies are going to be met at the top side of B here. You can feel the utility just being tossed out to the side. Smoggy's in a world of hurt right now. Nate dropped down to his feet, vulnerable on top of it, but nobody, still with the Marshal in his hands, holding for a bit of a wide swing on top of it. This is particularly dangerous now. All of He is a clutcher. He's known for it. Spike planted. mindfreak tries to take the fight as well. Down to that 1v1.
CHICHOO has the Viper's Pit to work with here too. Worried about Forsaken peeking in from that back elbow position. There goes the pit. How does Forsaken respond to this one? You want to try and get in the pit early if possible.
He has to, but just far too slow.
Cancel.
Yeah, if they wait this out, Jinggg is going to have the showstopper, but this is an important fight to take. CHICHOO! You got to be kidding. Tour de force, players dropping like flies, and they know that the position is contained. Finally, no suppression in play. A bit of an exchange there. Bullet for the rocket. It is that 1-for-1. mindfreak. Oh, he's got a lot to do. Okay.
The star on the spike indicates an A-main positioning here, I think, for the post plan. But Haodong is still looking towards Secret. He's got the right read if only he commits.
And now onto the spike. It is the... What he's going to be facing. Fight potentially kicking off in Art as well. In fact, yep, the players, they want to take it. Not afraid of any sort of aggression from both of these teams. It's very purposeful at that, and look at this still. Double doors locked down. That's going to be almost a triple face, as well as the players look to swing out and again, Reekin
losing a player early just to figure out where the guy is.
Yeah. Device Jiggle, that's a wide swing.
Forsaken's on an off angle.
Yeah, needs to be safe hands though. Shots are actually being missed here, but there's not a lot of time on the clock for him.
Right, see if he can grab somebody. Here comes Devi, super quick behind, didn't check the back of the box.
30 seconds left.
Down to mindfreak. Smoke on the one side of him. Trying to stay alive here. Benkai to the back as well. That's going to be util dumped into it. The nade to try and push them back. On top of that, the satchel. Spike still not being planted. A fight. Oh, it needs to be taken. Forsaken with the operator. He doesn't want to overstep himself. Benkai's at the back of the side as well in secret. Just trying to deny it. And time is running so low now. Pinging it on the pre-fire angle. Fights are being taken. Benkai. But he just needs to spam this and he wins. He just needs to spam it and he wins. But he's...
30 seconds
information
left.
is already gathered prior. That's from mindfreak. Nice sees over the top. That's onto just one of the players. Almost trying to go for his plan. Benkai. Oh, the angle is there. Wants to take the fight, but the weaponry was just not ideal. I believe just a stinger in his hands. It's going to be this flank coming up into the top of B. There has to be a player watching this angle now, and then you have it. Not quite enough to find the kill though in a nade. Oh, that is impeccable. That is perfect, but he moves his crosshair away.
Jinggg thought he got the kill.
He just assumed he had it.
Whoa, what a kill from Smoggy. And that allows him to deny this.
Time to prep on this map, on Pearl. It's the opener for us, and clean as ever. That's CHICHOO. Easily a bit of a tip-tap there with a rifle. Spam as well, going to be supplemented with the help of his teammates. Nade over the top, and a satchel to be used. Jinggg, of course you want to take the fight again. Unexpected. Forsaken. Oh, you're taking some liberties with that one, Devi. Still safe hands apparently with the sheriff in his hands. This
yeah, just cuts Devi off. I think Devi just wants to play quietly here. Just chill, play off the back of your ult. But Jinggg, as ever, going for it.
Showstopper's online. Does he want to use it? The answer is no, saving it. Scatters through. Gonna get a one tag. Of course, the disrespect are being shown still by Forsaken, but he's gambled onto the wrong angle, and kills are being found. One after the other. Benkai hiding behind the wall. This is a position that he's been playing time and time again, but does he have the teammates to try and bail him out of it? Bit of a spam angle. Things are there to try and line it up for him. The answer is yes. Paper-X are coming through with the gun. Still the spike is planted, but damage more than done with the Resurrect online. It's now the 3v2. Have to play inside of this pit. We'll just spam it out. You might get lucky.
140.
Stray bullets coming through. CHICHOO now he's repositioning, moving his way through a tap of the spike. That's going to be, I believe, the pull to offset that. The back of their minds, they know that nobody's going to be onto this one, and still taking the fight once more. Another tap with the smoke in play, and what?
And if you use the trademark on B long, it's not there at mid doors, and that is what EDG have decided to give it towards.
Angle still being watched though. Fight still needs to be taken. mindfreak with that pull. Vulnerability, I think, onto CHICHOO. Tries to go for the wider swing, but that is great crosshair placement. I think Devi is aware. I think he might have just seen the edge of his model. Double satchel play across. Tip tap there. Reset of the aim is good enough, but he is being flanked, I believe, from behind. Player from under there. Devi actually going for the wall to try and lock off one of the angles. It's a double face in the end. mindfreak does win out that fight, and now this wall is causing all sorts of issues. Eventually will fade away, but the spike is being stuck. And again, the angle
Away from EDG. If they're able to put away this anti-eco,
flash over the top. Spam comes down with the Vandals. Paper-X, they are going to be winning this one out. The reset at the end. Benkai needs a bit of help surely from the rest of his team. Down to 15 health. And he is skipping and hopping away, but not quite. Warbang takes him out. 2v2 and a fast flank from Devi right behind them.
It's so quick. The Paper-X players are flanking instantly on a map this large.
You don't anticipate it. You don't. Timing's been played off, but he has slowed it down. He's not going to be taking the fight to them. Just wants to try and contain.
And a lot of discipline for Forsaken.
Yeah. Slight jiggle and attack on that plan as well. They are looking to see if they can force out these angles. That is the one-for-one fight. Just being missed. A whiff from the bullets. CHICHOO.
Poor players into B.
And it's a fast play. Star still being dropped down. That's going to be a pull to disrupt it once more as they hear the plan, and that horde has not been dealt with. An easy spray down for Forsaken. The players lit up like a Christmas tree. Nobody's still trying to deal a bit of damage though in the midst of it. See if he can turn the tide of the fight. These smokes are causing a lot of issues for them. Another one popped up just to see. There's a gun in play. That's going to be picked up, and now they know the positioning, but works his way around. That's Jinggg again, causing all sorts of mischief in the play. Nobody sprays.
Nightfall to play with if nobody thinks he has a moment to unleash it.
30 seconds left.
This one shot will do it. Comes through, but again, another fast play is being made. That's a Nightfall. Through main. Counter play as well. It is a fake. There's not too many players. Bit of whiffage in play at the end of the day. It's Edward Gaming who are coming out on top. But now they have to deal with this one. Benkai. Oh my goodness. They just about see him. Either his feet giving him away or what. I'm not too sure. Down to mindfreak. And this guy has been capable of unreal scenes before. But going to be leaving him. You can have A-site, mate. We're not going to be dealing with you anytime soon.
They've left CHICHOO here to cut off the rotate.
They're going to be hearing this.
But what happens in a 1v3 is that mindfreak is actually given this opportunity to make it a 1v2. If he's aware that somebody could still be lingering, doesn't even think about it. And suddenly, it looks like it's slipping away from them.
It's turned on its head, it feels like, but with the Viper's bit down, there is a potential opportunity. Tap of the spike, but time is running so low on top of this, and Forsaken, that tour de force from earlier. Well, it's coming in handy. Spike dropped outside of the pit, you can pick it up, you can try and plant it, but your position, it is known absolutely everywhere, and there is not enough time on the clock. You have secured yourself in quite a pickle, young man.
For real. Forsaken getting pushed away by the drone. Start things off, but it's smoggy.
Early aggression, how do you come up with two? And he wants a bit more. Fight still being taken, but that's going to be the right click and play. CHICHOO eventually dealing with him. A nice and easy trade.
Worried about a flank coming through. CHICHOO is there, but a long way away. And nobody's good late lurk. And on the other side of the map, despite not having many players here, PaperX have still denied the plant. Oh, that is unlucky for mindfreak.
And I love this proactivity. Already taking the back of the side as well, pushing right past their own Viper wall here. Risks are being taken. And they are being rewarded for it. Eventually, though, that is going to be the trade. You can see the Jinggg was able to catch that one, and CHICHOO, well, caught with a util out in his hands.
But not getting the plant down has cost EDG here. Haodong is on the latest lurk of his life. Yeah. He spent all of that time, Bren, just trying to pick up a Phantom.
And not enough time left in this round to really do too much more. It's going to be the double face. Easily tapped.
Beautiful clear that was. I mean, that was so well played from Smoggy and Haodong, Haodong in particular. And now PaperX put in a horrible position to try and clear this. A crossfire in Kitchen.
Just pinched on, isn't it?
Yeah, ripping them.
Pincer play.
Don't know whether that's quite a verb, but I like it.
Teleport's ready.
It's all down to Devi and Forsaken. These rounds have been magic from Edward Gaming.
And just have to save these rifles.
Devi.
Away.
Almost.
Okay, they will get away with a couple of the weapons, but
this economic damage that they're doing to EDG doesn't matter.
Look at the bank.
The death from Devi is more.
No mindfreak.
Here.
No Viper utility to try and block off 410 or any sort of aggressive play that might come into way, and you can see there's pace once more being injected behind this one. Just trying to clear out Maze, but they don't expect that Jinggg could be up top here. Viper's pit is dropped down though, so these angles are not going to be quite as clear. Jinggg wants to try and drop down into them anyway, wants to take the fight, but somehow, some way, Haodong once more comes through. And work his way through down into CHICHOO, but again, just about brushing each other's backs, aren't they?
And the pit that's been used from mindfreak, getting nothing. Haodong finding the timing on everybody through mid. Apart from Devi. But this is brought to a 3v2, where once again EDG have site control. And apart from a couple of rounds early on in the half, they've been able to manipulate these defenders so well to always being set up on the angles first.
Intelligent from mindfreak to be able to catch the one player out. Now that Viper fuel back up, it's going to be the snake bite drop down and an updraft play all the way up close and personal. Taking position into this. Haodong's pushing forwards. Jinggg should not really be favoured there. The fight's still being taken, but a Nightfall on top of it, that's going to be pushing the players back and giving a bit of space now for Jinggg.
They know that Jingg's behind. And Forsaken being able to win the jet battle has given his team a massive advantage. Are EDG going to go through a double push through the smoke? Just a single tap from Haodong, trying to trigger out some kind of response. But it's PaperX. There goes Smoggy, the pistol ace sub that EDG have brought in. It's been very good in these kind of rounds.
Still trying to take it. Okay.
And Devi just about being able to pick up the second one.
This is what you're going to see from Edward Gaming, is that they are not going to be afraid still to get straight into the action. Kills being found. Backwards, forwards, this way, that way, with the wall dropped up. Looking away across now, all up to CHICHOO. Still being watched off, but players are low enough here that there is a possibility. It's going to be that double face though that eventually shuts it fast and loose at the positioning though. Looks like they've already rotated a lot of the bodies over towards this one site. Can they try and take the fight? The answer is yes. That's going to be a trade. In fact, another one just underneath belt. Just underneath the rafters, I should say. Still looking for a couple more with the pistols.
The CHICHOO's
just running and gunning, man.
A mindfreak, he didn't have a weapon until just now.
It's done the mindfreak. CHICHOO does not play here. Well, the Horn spotted him and the Seas on top of it. Latches him in position and it's set up Forsaken beautifully. 2 kills to open it up now.
Uh-oh.
Playing weed inside that Viper's orb.
And that could have been an opportunity had Haodong found 2. Left to Gankan. Not going to happen right now. And it is such an aggro setup from EDG.
What face from EDG? Kanga takes the fight, nobody's trying to bail him out, but at least there is the swing. Forsaken's able to trade it, but you never expect the follow-up. Smoggy's still up top on belt, all the knives expended. Forsaken's just trying to get the hell out of there.
2 players up. Jinggg, if he finds a kill, will have the res back online. Bodies all over the place. And CHICHOO on the fast flank.
The angle. Tap of the rifle, repositioning, that's a spike drop down.
That's a res, but that also gives time for CHICHOO to start working his way forwards and deny these bodies. Sorry, apologies, misreading that one. Thought that was Jinggg that we were watching, it's Forsaken, of course.
He's managed to grab the spike. He's after this fight, it's being taken! Bit of run and gun in play! Haodong, he fought
7 rounds in a row, clean.
The res, but it's so far out in the open. They're walling for it.
Oh!
Breaks a portion. Brutal! But the spam is there. There is going to be coverage in play. Recon against the side. They heard the drop. Mindfreak's going to be closer towards me. It's going to be that double swing now. Paper X have to be clean with the fundamentals. Have to be clean with the gunplay. They are coming out at least on top of that one short engagement. There's still a minute left. They could pump the brakes if they wanted to, but it looks like they're opting to just try and take the fight right into the barrel of Kang. And he's pushing back up, re-clearing into the position. 2 of the players left standing. All of these liberties being taken. This could be it, the final blow. And it's just down to the singular, but he's still watching down the flank. In fact, look at this. It's going to be a flash to try and supplement it. Contact play off of it. He hears the footsteps running around. Does a decent amount of damage. And the work has already been put into this one, but the spike dropped down.
And EDG are playing their post plants all from long. And this is actually something that they were doing a lot online. I wasn't too much of a fan about it. I think the player advantage here, it should be enough.
They're trying to spam this one with pistols, man. It's already smoked
enough.
off. Half on it. It should get it all the way. A Benkai. That's one way to get a Red Bull clutch.
Oh. The Cypher setup is still not here.
Trying to play inside their own smoke as well. The flashes pushing into the back there with the Prowler. And that's an aftershock. Jinggg trying to make the moves again. Did he expect this 3rd player at the back of the site? The answer is yes.
Perfect. Just really nicely done from EDG. Oh, and Devi completely caught. With utility in his hands, Benkai simply going to run away.
Yeah, you're not getting away, son.
And getting chased down.
That's what I mean. Not going to be letting them get away with a rifle. And even with looking and making their way now onto C site. Can the players lock it down? Spam onto the angle, a wider swing, Jinggg. That's going to be 2. Returns it back. The timing is everything. The Seekers, they give them exactly what they needed. They know that the last 2 players of Edward Gaming are going to be now sitting on the C site.
Haodong with his ultimate here, if they can give the spike and they swap it over.
Low.
The spike now onto the Omen, who fakes the plant and can ult over to A. Ah, CHICHOO though, he ends up going down, Forsaken with the operator flank. Not quite expected. Prince.
They're already going to be using the pull to try and disjoint this one. Teleport to the back of the side. Benkai, his information is revealed right into the trap wire. You're revealed. Locked down. mindfreak swinging through. 3 kills. And now 2 left standing. CHICHOO and nobody. The close corner. It's going to be the dash enabled and the blade still running forwards. And a quick little jiggle of the movement. Even a dismiss on top of it. Dashing right into connector. Now spike. Start to be planted. Bit of spam.
Oh,
there goes the exact angle.
There goes the rolling thunder. Now it's all down to Smoggy, because these players in mid are not going to be able to hold off the retake on their own.
This reflank is everything. Cosmic Divide is going to be splitting up, and of course there's going to be aggression there, but Jinggg really matches it. Pound for pound! Bit of whiffage now. The knives come out into play. Information going to be revealed, but the knives still once more, one after another, down to the 1v1. A right click, not enough. No knives really finding their mark, and a tap on a spike. mindfreak, cool, calm, and collect.
Around it, but honestly, that's only going to make Forsaken and Jinggg more aggressive. Here comes the Nightfall.
Yeah, a lot being dumped into this one now. Even the updraft over the top. That's going to be the trap wire, though. That reveals the positioning of KangKang. The counter spam is there, but again, Benkai setups are just far too clean, man.
No way.
Far too clean. Everyone revealed to him.
And with KangKang down, Jinggg now gets the flank off. The trademark disabled. Jinggg is so deep into A, and Benkai continues to taunt them.
Yeah. Camera just tagging a couple of players. Off to the back of the side. Jinggg, I don't know if you deserve that one, but
using that, it's such a great combination.
Nice anti-flash position being played by nobody. Devi, he's punished.
Devi was just flashing off the back of the Prowler. And both attempts at Paper Rex of getting aggressive, shut down by EDG. What a pick by nobody!
Eventually, though, got to shut that guy down, so the trade is there for Forsaken, but the setup is being taken out. Forsaken, Operator, Cloud Burst, blocks the angle, there is just ever so slightly it is there, and he just sees an elbow, but that is enough.
Forsaken was missing a lot of those op shots. But that connection gives him an opportunity back in the round. No way you're going for this one.
One bullet in the Operator. Rolling Thunder pushes them back. Paranoia up top. Maybe they heard him. Up into heaven there. Even the aftershock. Okay. Jumping, hopping around the corner, staying safe for the time being because they know that the time pressure right now is on Paper Rex to make the moves. You can see them jumping forward. Smoggy.
EG can get this final round on the board. It's still looking like a great half.
Still looking doable. I think they've shown good adaptations. Angle being watched, but again, it's another approach over towards C, another heavy execute into it, a bit of spam into the smoke. He's just holding it. Only with a shorty. Expecting maybe a player to step within his field of vision. But no, pure discipline in play, but now they have to deal with Jinggg. This guy looking like a final boss. AC 130 from above. Forsaken was there with the knives and updrafting, but they do deal with him.
It's going to be a tough nut for Paper Rex to crack.
This fault line has been held for Lord knows how long. That was the timing he was waiting for. Not quite sure what it was, but already pressure being applied now. The players just swarming out onto the site, and Paper Rex not going to be leaving any gaps in their approach. It's going to be the spike now awarded to them so they can get themselves into this post-plant scenario. Smoke going to be fading away from heaven, though. That's going to be an angle for KangKang if he chooses to take it, but
KangKang would love an opener here. Oh, being able to pick off Jinggg would also be amazing.
Oh, the hell is he live for that long? But I guess just a raid boss at that point. Starting to see that util now come through. Fault line, Paranoia, dash forwards through, and the plays are being made. Nobody secures two, but nobody has dealt with Jinggg. Eventually, he will go down now. And 2v2, Smoke just causing a slight sight line. The timing is so good, and a flick of the wrist from mindfreak. Only the Spectre left down to it. The pressure, the time, it's on the shoulders of CHICHOO. He needs to try and get onto this spike to get that defuse online.
He's just got a smoke back. That could be the answer.
There's no time cues though. There's no time at all to work with. In fact, Obsta just saved the rifle. He knows that there's nothing to play for now, and Benkai's done his job.
And that is heartbreaking. When you get to that spot and you realize you're near the same amount of pressure as they were on the prior two maps.
And this round is the backbreaker. KangKang though with an opening.
Not a very good jiggle peek by Forsaken. No, KangKang's off at two.
Still want to take the fight. Jumping across that angle. Jinggg does eventually remove KangKang. This guy's been a thorn in their sides throughout this series.
Hubris.
Smoke. Even a team flash. Okay.
Yeah, things looking very sloppy here for Paper Rex in this round.
Paranoia to push them back. Flash though, supplements it. Now a dismiss, but he's right in a line of sight once more. That reflank coming in.
Burn the Rolling Thunder, you know? It's possible that they could just win the round with Haodong ulting, but you kind of want to save that for situations that aren't 5v3s.
I do like this angle though from Smoggy. Even that fault line to help him out. I think that might have been a repeat. There was a flash to push that one back. Still that cage. Just try and cut up one of the angles. Trailblazer goes down. Smoggy has not been dealt with. Slight reposition, a spray down through the cloud burst. Spike down.
mindfreak is. There's players behind as well, but Forsaken's reading the game very nicely.
Yeah, they've dealt with this one. Great amounts of discipline. Still though, you don't want to lose your grip on this round. Not when it was handed to you. A slight jiggle there of the movement. Nobody has been baiting these shots impeccably. But now this late lurk that's coming through is everything from mindfreak. He needs to get value out of this one, but he hasn't spotted it. Maybe just the cape, but he knows the players are pushing up. It's down now to CHICHOO.
And this one he can go for.
Flying back around, he's aware of this one. Flick to the side, not enough. And you can feel a bit of overheat, maybe a bit of pressure being applied to both of these players. The quick shot! Okay, why not? Wide swing from Jinggg to return fire from an opposite side of the map. But now with that Cosmic Divide split across, they know that the play is happening over towards A.
There's a Rolling Thunder here that should just block the plant from going down entirely.
Not going to be able to get this one off. They need to find the kills. Flash over the top. That's going to be Jinggg finding it, but they still need to get the spike down. And they've just about stuck it, but now they deny it. Swing from Jinggg. Can't get... Nobody has been pressured the most. Fast approach. Aggression is the name of the game, and a flash over the top. Haodong just left like a sitting duck at the back of the side. Forsaken. Relentless with the play. The Bladestorm in his hands. This guy is a weapon of death.
And it's a 5v3 for Paper X to close things out and move forwards in the group. Smoggy with Bladestorm of his own. Can he find any sort of value here? It's a brutal crossfire, breaks it with the cloud burst.
It's the one, but the reswing is there at the end of the day, and it's just down to KangKang. This is it, surely. One shot found, 2 players remaining, 3 players remaining, excuse me, drops down to the floor.